Hello students, good morning. Today we will discuss a few numericals from the chapter electricity. Okay, so first of all we'll move to Ohm's law. As you know, Ohm's law states that the potential difference across the ends of a metallic wire is directly proportional to what? The current flowing through the wire, provided the temperature remains constant. So you know the equation, that is V proportional to I, and the proportionality symbol is changed by a constant called resistance R. So you know the equation is V is equal to IR, isn't it? V is equal to IR. So based on this equation, let us move to the first question. A simple electric circuit has a 24-volt battery and a resistor of 60 ohms. What is the current in the circuit? So it is a very direct question. So first of all, you can write the given data. Here it is 24-volt battery. So the voltage here used is 24 volt. V equal to 24 volt. Then a resistor is there having 60 ohms. Okay. So resistor having resistance of 60 ohms. As you know, the unit is very important. You are going to face the board exams. So it is very important that you have to write the units for each physical quantity. Okay. Now, according to the Ohm's law, you have the equation V equal to IR. So you can write the equation now, V equal to IR. You are asked to find the current flowing through the circuit. So current is I equal to V by R. Okay, I equal to V by R. Clear? Now direct substitution, that is 24 divided by 60. 24 divided by 60. Now you can make into it lowest form, that is by 12 it is possible. So it will be 2 by 5. Clear? 2 by 5. Now 2 by 5 is 0.4 amperes. 0.4 amperes. Clear? So this is a very direct question only. In some questions the units may be given in milliampere or milliohm or millivolt, microvolt, like that the units will be changed. So first what you have to do is you have to convert the units and then go to the substitution area. Okay, so we will move to the next question. This is clear now? Okay. Second question is, when a 12-volt battery is connected across an unknown resistor, there is a current of 2.5 milliampere in the circuit. Calculate the value of the resistance in the circuit. Okay. So here a 12-volt battery is connected across an unknown resistor. There is a current of 2.5 milliampere in the circuit. Calculate the resistance in the circuit. Okay. So first we can write the given data. So what all things are given? A 12-volt battery. So V is given as 12 volt. Okay. So these are all given data. Given. Clear. Then current is given here. I is equal to 2.5 milliampere. 2.5 milliampere. I already told that milliampere should be converted to ampere. Milliampere should be converted to ampere. So how will you convert? That is 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 amperes. Okay. 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 amperes. How I wrote this? Because 1 ampere is equal to 1000 milliampere. Clear? 1 ampere is 1000 milliampere, or I can write it like this, 10 raised to 3 milliamperes. Clear? So 1 ampere is 10 raised to 3 milliamperes. So if I want to convert it from milli to ampere, I will divide by 1000 so that I can write like this. 2.5 into 10 power minus 3 amperes. Clear? Now we will move to the equation. Writing equation is also very important. So V equal to I into R. You are asked to find the resistance in the circuit. So R is equal to V by I. R equal to V by I. Clear? So first we wrote the given data. Then we wrote the equation. Now we wrote the necessary quantity that we want to find here. Clear? Now the substitution part, that is V is 12 volt, okay, 12 divided by 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 3. Understood? 12 divided by 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 3. Here this 10 raised to minus 3 you can take here, so that the equation will be 12 into 10 power 3 divided by 2.5. 12 into 10 power 3 divided by 2.5. Okay. Now I think it's easy for you. You can find the values and find the answer here. This much is clear, no? So just write the given data, then equation, substitute. The calculation part is very important. Don't make mistakes in the calculation part. Okay. So we'll move to the next question now. Let us move to the third question. This is based on the term or the physical quantity resistivity. You may know this resistivity or specific resistance. Resistivity is also known as specific resistance. So what is resistivity or specific resistance? Do you remember? We told that the resistance depends upon certain factors. And what are the factors? They are length, area, isn't it? So R is proportional to length and R is inversely proportional to area. So by combining these equations, we got R equal to rho into L by A, isn't it? So rho is the resistivity. Rho is the resistivity which has a unit ohm meter. Very important. The SI unit of resistivity is ohm meter. Then for resistance, what is the unit? It is ohm. Clear? Area meter square and length is meter. So here also the units may be in another form like millimeter, centimeter, like that. So first what you have to do is you have to convert it into what? It's SI unit. Okay. Then only you need to substitute. Otherwise the answer will be wrong. So anyway, let us move to the question. Listen to the question. A wire is 1 meter long, 0.2 millimeter in diameter and has a resistance of 10 ohm. Calculate the resistivity of the material. Okay. So here a wire is given having a length of 1 meter. So given, what all things are given? Length is 1 meters. Length is 1 meters. Okay. Then diameter is given. Diameter is 0.2 millimeters. So for what this diameter is given here? You know that this is a wire, no? This wire has an area of cross section which is in the form of circle. Okay. So if this is a wire and if I just cut and we took the area of cross section, means you will get like this. Okay. This part you will get like this. Understand? So this is like what? A area, circular cross sectional area. Okay. So the area of a circle is given as what? Pi r square. Isn't it? Pi r square. So instead of finding this r, in the question diameter is given. So first what you have to do? You have to find the radius from the given diameter, that is r equal to d by 2. What is d by 2 here? 0.2 by 2, which will give you 0.1 millimeters. This is the radius of the wire. Okay. Now you have the equation. Next part is to write the equation here. So in the question resistance is also given. So R equal to 10 ohm. Okay. R equal to 10 ohm. In the question it is given there. Now we have to find the resistivity. So for finding resistivity, we can write the equation rho is equal to R into A by L. R into A by L. Understand? Now we can substitute the values. First R is 10 ohm. So 10 into area you can find, right? Area is pi r square. So you write pi there. Then r square. Here it is in millimeter, right? So first you have to convert it into meters. That is 0.1 into 10 raised to minus 3 meters. Understand? 0.1 into 10 raised to minus 3 meters. And here you have to take pi r square, right? Area is pi r square. Area is pi r square. So instead of this r, you can put the value. So 0.1 into 10 raised to minus 3 the whole square. Understand? That is area. Now divided by, what is length here? It is 1 meters. So it is easy. Okay, 1 meters. Then you can find the value. It is very easy also. Here 10 is there. 10 into pi. Okay. Here 0.1 is there. That I can write it as 10 raised to minus 1. Isn't it? 0.1 equal to 10 raised to minus 1 into 10 raised to minus 3. Which will give you 10 raised to minus 4. Okay. So 10 raised to minus 4 the whole square. Divided by 1. No need to write that. Okay. Now listen, 10 raised to minus 4 the whole square is a raised to m the whole raised to n. What is a raised to m the whole raised to n? It is a raised to mn, isn't it? So 10 raised to minus 4 the whole square is 10 raised to minus 8. Okay, and 10 raised to minus 8 into 10 will give you 10 raised to minus 7. So you can write 10 raised to minus 7 into pi, or 3.14 into 10 power minus 7. Clear? So this is the resistivity, and resistivity has a unit, so you have to write that unit also. It is ohm meters. Ohm meter is the unit of resistivity. Understand? So that's all about this question. I think it is simple for you. Just you want to write the given data, and then you have to write the equation, then substitution and calculation. Clear? Shall we move to the fourth question? Okay. So the fourth question is, calculate the resistance of a copper wire 1 kilometer long and 0.50 millimeter diameter if the resistivity of copper is 1.7 into 10 raised to minus 8 ohm meters. So in the question, you have to find the resistance of a copper wire. Here the resistivity is given, that is 1.7 into 10 power minus 8 ohm meters. Then the length of the wire is given as 1 kilometer. Then diameter is 0.50 millimeter. Okay. So here some conversions are there. Then we can substitute. So first of all, write the given data. What all things are given? Given length is 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer should be converted to meters. How many meters? That is 1000 meters. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. Now the diameter is given here. Diameter is 0.50 millimeter. Isn't it? 0.50 millimeter is converted to meters. How? 0.50 into 10 power minus 3 meters. So this is the conversion from millimeter to meter. Now what we want is radius. So you have to take the half of diameter. So r is equal to d by 2. Clear? When you take d by 2, you will get 0.50 by 2 into 10 power minus 3. So what is 0.50 by 2? It is 0.25. Clear? Into 10 power minus 3 meters. This much is clear? Okay. Now we have the resistivity given here. Resistivity rho equal to 1.7 into 10 raised to minus 8 ohm meters. 1.7 into 10 raised to minus 8 ohm meters. Now when you substitute in the equation, you have the equation R is equal to what? R is equal to rho into L by A. Rho into L by A. So when you substitute 1.7 into 10 power minus 8 into length is 1000 meters. 1000 divided by area pi into r square. What is r here? R is 0.25 into 10 raised to minus 3 the whole square. Understand? So 1.7 into 10 power minus 8 into 1000 by pi into 0.25 into 10 power minus 3 the whole square. Just we substituted the values in this equation. Understood? Then you have to take care of the conversions like kilometer to meter, then millimeter to meter, etc. Understand? So now you are ready to find the answer, right? So substitution part is over. Now you have to calculate and find the answer. Okay? So now we will move to the next question. So next question is very important. The last board exams also this type of question was asked in 5 mark section. So listen carefully. First I will read the question. A piece of wire of resistance 20 ohm is drawn out so that its length is increased to twice its original length. Calculate the resistance of the new situation. Okay, a piece of wire of resistance 20 ohm is drawn out so that its length is increased to twice its original length. Calculate the resistance of the new situation. Okay, so this is the question. Now, here it is given that you have a piece of wire whose resistance is 20 ohm. Okay, the resistance of this wire is 20 ohm. Now, it is drawn out so that its length is increased to twice its original length. So, first its length was L, then it changed to what? It changed to 2L. Okay, so the new length is 2L. So when you change the length, here the length becomes twice the original length, isn't it? So when the length is doubled or when the length becomes twice the original length, is there any change for area? So only after finding the area, you can proceed to the further calculations. Clear? So for that, here we are assuming that the volume remains constant. Even though we are changing the length, surely the area will change. We want to find how the area change, whether it increase or decrease. So for that we are assuming that the volume of the wire remains constant. Okay. So volume of the wire remains constant. This is the assumption here. Volume of the wire remains constant. Let us assume like that. Okay. So before drawing out, that is, first you have a length like L1. Okay. At that time you have an area A1. So after drawn out, the length changed. Length becomes L2. Similarly, area also should change, isn't it? So even though the length and area is changed, the volume is constant. And you know the expression for volume, which is given as volume equal to area into length. Area into length. Understand? So here you can write the volume of the wire as it is remaining constant. I can write V1 must be equal to V2. Clear? Volume before drawing out, it must be equal to the volume after drawn out. Okay. So here V1 is A1 L1. Okay. And V2 is A2 L2. Understand? A2 L2. Now you can frame an equation here, that is A1 by A2. If I am taking A2 here, A1 by A2 is equal to L2 by L1. A1 by A2 equal to L2 by L1. Understand? So in the question, it is given that first the length was L1, but second length, that is when the length becomes twice, that is new length L2 is 2 times L1. Isn't it? The new length L2 is twice that of the original length L1. Clear? So if I am substituting this value in this equation, I will get a ratio of this A1 and A2. So let us find it out. So A1 is our first area and A2 is the new area, which is equal to L2 is 2L1. From the question I am writing 2L1 by L1. Understand? That is A1 by A2 equal to 2. Understand? A1 by A2 equal to 2. Or what is new A2? A2 is equal to A1 by 2. A2 equal to A1 by 2. So you get the equation as when length is doubled. When length is doubled, what happened to area? Area becomes halved. Okay? Area halved. That is when length is 2L, area is A by 2. Understand? When length becomes 3L, area becomes A by 3. When length is 5L, area becomes A by 5. So in such a way, you have to study. Understand? And how you got this equation, that is what I explained here. Now we can move to our question. This is only the basic. Okay. So our question is what? You have a wire having a resistance value of 20 ohm and its length is increased. Now you have to find the new resistance. So you have an equation with you with respect to the length and area, that is R is equal to rho into L by A. Isn't it? This is the equation you have. R equal to rho into L by A. Now, new first resistance I will take it as R1. So, R1 is equal to, resistivity is a characteristic constant. It won't change with respect to the length and area. So, you can write it as rho itself. No change for rho. Okay. So, rho into. Now, L I will take it as L1 in the first case. And area I will take it as A1 in the first case. Okay. So, this is my equation number 1. So, first I will write a general expression for R1, which is rho into L1 by A1. I write it as rho. I didn't write it as rho 1. Why? Because rho will not change when I change the length or area. While teaching the theory, I told that this resistivity doesn't depend upon length and area. Isn't it? Only resistance depends upon length and area. Okay. Now, my second part, that is R2, new resistance, is again rho into L2 by A2. L2 by A2. Clear? Now, you can substitute like rho into. L2 is what? L2 is 2 times L1. In the question it is given 2 times L1. Isn't it? And when the length changed to 2 times, area becomes halved, isn't it? A1 by 2. A1 by 2. So I can write it is A1 by 2. Clear? Now, just a simplification arrangement here. That is 4 into 2 will go there, right? 4 into rho L1 by A1. 4 into rho L1 by A1. What is rho L1 by A1? It is R1, isn't it? So, 4 times R1. That is, new resistance R2 becomes 4 times R1. Understood? New resistance R2 becomes 4 times R1. Clear? Since the value of R1 is given here as 20, you can substitute the value there. That is 4 into 20 ohm. 4 into 20 ohm will give you 80 ohms. Okay, so this is the answer here. Once again, first we found the relation between A1 and A1 A2 and L1 L2. For that, we took the condition that all EM remains constant even though we drawn out the wire. So we got one equation, that is A1 by A2, this equation. Okay, A1 by A2 is equal to L2 by L1. From that we derived to an expression. When the length is doubled or length becomes twice the original length, area becomes 1 by 2. Then when the length is 4 times means area becomes 1 by 4. Like that we got a ratio there. Then we substituted to the equation. In the equation you have R1 equal to rho into L1 by A1 and R2 equal to again rho into L2 by A2. Instead of L2 and A2, I substituted the value in terms of L1 and A1 and finally we reached to this value. This R2 is equal to 4 times R1, which is 80 ohms. Clear? Now we will look into the combination of resistors. As we have studied, the resistors can be combined or connected in two ways. They are series and parallel. So in series connection, to find the effective resistance, you will write this equation. R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus etc. Isn't it? And in parallel combination, you can use the expression 1 by Rp. 1 by Rp equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus etc. Clear? So here we are going to discuss a few numericals based on this concept. That is, first question is, here look here in the figure, two resistors are connected in parallel. You can see that, okay. The two ends are connected to the common terminal. So these two are in parallel and the third resistor is connected in series with this combination. So first you have to calculate this part and then you have to do the balance part. Okay, so first we will move to this part, that is this 2 ohm and 4 ohm are in parallel combination. So to find the effective resistance, we will use the expression 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4. Isn't it? 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4. So we will get 8 and 4 plus 2, which is 6 by 8. Okay. So what is Rp? Rp equal to 8 by 6 or 4 by 3. 4 by 3 ohm. Understand? So this is all about the first part, that is 2 ohm and 4 ohm. We calculated and we will get the answer as 4 by 3. Then we will move to the second part, that is we have one more resistance here. It is 4 ohm. So we have to add this 4 ohm with 4 by 3. Why? Because now you got an effective resistance here, equivalent resistance here. So this resistance that you got here and this 4 ohm are in a series combination. Okay, that means if I change this figure, this 2 ohm and 4 ohm, even though it is in parallel, now I got an effective resistance which has a value 4 by 3 ohm. So if I change this figure, I can draw like this. So this is 4 by 3 ohm and then I have the value 4 ohm. Okay, now it is understood that these two are in series combination, isn't it? So you can add. How will you add? 4 by 3 plus 4. Okay, so the next series combination is 4 by 3 plus 4, which is 4 plus 12 by 3. That is 16 by 3 ohm. Understood? 16 by 3 ohms. Clear? So this is so simple. And in certain cases, along with this resistance, a cell will be connected and you will be asked to find the total current flowing or the total effective resistance or the voltage across each resistor. In such a way also the questions are asked. Okay. Now next question is again simple only. Here 3 resistors are given, out of which this is in series combination and this is parallel combination. You can find, no? How will you find? Series combination means you will add 2 ohm plus 1.5 ohm plus 2.5 ohm. You will get the answer in ohms. Okay. Parallel means 1 by Rp. This is a lot of students make a mistake in this section. They won't take the reciprocal finally while writing the answer. So be careful, okay. 1 by Rp equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 1. Understand? That is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1. Okay. Now you can simplify and find the value for the resistance, effective resistance in parallel. This is simple only. Okay, so you can do it. Clear? Now we'll move to the next question. So this type of questions are asked for your board exams. Listen here. Here 3 resistors are given, out of which 2 are in parallel combination and 1 in series with that combination. Okay. Here 3 ohm and 6 ohm are in parallel connection and 4 ohm is in series with this combination. Now the whole thing is connected to a 12 volt battery. Okay. So from this battery, the potential difference needed is moving, and as a result current flows in the circuit. Okay, when the current moves along this R1, there will be a potential difference. Here also there will be a potential difference. So first you have to find the total resistance. Easy, no? That is, this 3 and 6 are in parallel connection. So first you have to find that. Then you have to add with this 4 ohm resistor. So how will you find the total resistance? We will start with a part, that is 3 ohm and 6 ohm, that is 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6, that is 1 by resistance Rp. Clear? What is that? 3 and 6 will give you 18 and 3 plus 6, that is 9 by 18. Or what is Rp here? Rp is 18 by 9, which is 2 ohm. Understand? So this is for this particular section. Now this 2 ohm is added with 4 ohm. So the total resistance is Rs is equal to, how will you write? 4 ohm plus 2 ohm. Clear? That is 6 ohm. This is the total resistance. Understood? Okay. Second part is the total current flowing in the circuit. How will you find? If you have the total resistance and if you have the potential difference given, you can find what? The current flowing through the circuit using Ohm's law. So for the second part, for finding the total current flowing, you can use the equation V equal to IR. Okay. So what is I? I is V by R. I is equal to V by R. So V is given here 12 and R, now you got the answer as 6. So the answer is 2 ampere. Understood? So your current through the circuit is 2 ampere. Understand? Next, the third part of the question is the potential difference across R1. Okay. So that is given as potential difference across R1. You know, in this question, each resistor has different values. Okay. So while the potential difference moves, no, depending upon the value of resistance, the value of voltage or the potential difference will vary. You know that, isn't it? After finding the effective resistance, this will be in like this form. That is 4 ohm, and for 3 ohm and 6 ohm you got the value as 2 ohm. So this is like this. Okay. Now this is in series combination, and when the potential difference moves, you know, in series combination the potential is different, right? But current is same. So the potential across 4 ohm is not equal to potential across 2 ohm. So that is what it is asked in the question. You have to find the potential difference across R1 only. What is R1 here? This value 4 ohm only. Okay. So potential across 4 ohm. You can write like that. Potential across 4 ohm is given as V. V is equal to what? I into R. Equal to I into R. I is same for all the resistors, isn't it? Since it's in series, I is same. So what is I here? I you got it as 2 ampere, right? In the above question you got it as 2 ampere. 2 into the resistance that you want to calculate is 4 ohm. Clear? So it is 8 volt. Understand? 2 into 4 will give you 8 volt. So 8 volt potential difference is there across the resistor R1. Understand? So in this way you can find the calculations. Clear? So this type of questions you have to do more. I will give more questions for practice, and we will meet after the Onam vacation. So I wish you all a very happy Onam. Stay safe, stay home. Thank you and have a nice day.